Welcome, everybody, to tonight's Russ Reels Live, where we discuss community and business with my guests, the one and only Mike Ashabraner and Isabelle Fortin, along with the Hounds. It's going to be a great night. Special thank you to our sponsors of Russ Reels Live, the Hounds of Business, Oregon Marketing Group, and Loan Depot in Lebanon, Oregon. For more information on the Hounds of Business community, go to linkedin.com/company/hounds-of-business. And for more information on Oregon Marketing Group and their marketing services, go to OregonMarketingGroup.com. And for more information on Loan Depot in Lebanon, Oregon, go to loandepot.com/branches/Lebanon-OR. Yes, I love that music. I am a little bit partial. Hello, everybody. This is Russ Hedge. You are live on Russ Reels Live today at 4 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time in the Pacific Northwest. An amazing place to live. Beautiful, beautiful weather right now and wonderful temperatures. We're talking maybe mid to high 70s. It's been great. It's just my kind of weather. So glad you're here no matter where you are, no matter what the weather is. If it's sunny or rainy, whatever, you can choose to make it an amazing day. You can choose to live an amazing life, your best life now, but it's up to you. And tonight we are going to talk a little bit about community and business with my good friend and co-host Mike Ashabraner and Isabelle Fortin. They're going to be right here in a minute to help me out, along with many of the hounds from an amazing group, the Hounds of Business. I'm just so excited for today, and I'm glad you're here. You know what? We couldn't do it without you. And this is an amazing, fun show. It's called Russ Reels Live, and what we do, not only am I real and we get down to the nitty-gritty on certain topics, but really what we do is take a topic, and then we bring in a whole bunch of people that know so much about that topic. And this group, the Hounds of Business, knows all about community and business. So I'm super excited to get them in here. But I just want to say a couple things before we get started and before I get Mike and Isabelle in here to help me. And that is that I am here every Thursday on Russ Reels Live at 4 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. Did I tell you that? And we broadcast on LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube. Yes, we do, for you every week. You can not only watch us live at 4 p.m., but guess what? It sits on those platforms. Did I tell you LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube? Yeah, I think I did. And you can continue to watch that if you miss it, because it sits there as a video podcast, and you can watch it for infinity and beyond. That's right, forever. Forever, it's there. You can share it, and you can keep watching it. Who needs to binge on Netflix anymore? You can binge Russ Reels Live. I'm telling you, you can go watch these things over and over and over. And I tell you, the easiest way to do that is to subscribe to my YouTube page. And I wish you'd be part of our community by going to, it's simple. You ready? russreels.live. Open a separate tab right now. Put in russreels.live. You can subscribe, and that'll take you right to my YouTube page. Not only are there all my live streams, and let me tell you, there's a lot of them, right? There's Russ Reels Live. There's Marketing with Russ. There's the Experience Live with Russ and Scott. There's the Experience Local Live with Russ and Scott. There are so many choices, but also there's some amazing shorts and other things. We do a marketing tip of the day every week on Marketing with Russ. Those are there separate, along with just some fun stuff from me. So check that out. I'd love for you to be part of that. Go to russreels.live today. And of course, I love to connect. I love people. I love to connect. The best way to do that, one-stop shop, is russhedge.com. That's right. russhedge.com. If you know my name and you know the name of this show, you can get to my website and you can get to my YouTube page. It's that simple. Actually, if you just know my name, russhedge.com will launch you to everything that I do. All my social medias, email, phone number. You can even schedule time directly on my calendar. Shh, don't tell everybody. And you also can learn all about what I do: marketing coaching, keynote speaking, live stream producing, all of those things. Plus, there's a free download, Transform Your Business in 3 Simple Steps, where we talk about connection and community building. I think that's part of the topic tonight. Yes, it is community and business. So with that, I'm going to get Isabelle and Mike in, because most of these people are saying, come on, Russ, get us in here. We need to get this things rolling. So ladies first, Isabelle, Michael, woohoo. How's it going, you two?
Wonderful. Thanks for having us.
You bet. You bet. Hey, I'm ready and raring to go. And if I wasn't ready enough already, got my cup of coffee, I'm double ready. So
Oh, he's West Coast. That's why I showed up at 4. And it's actually 7. West Coast
there you
people.
go.
I love them.
That's true. You got that right. But guess what? I could drink coffee at 10 o'clock at night and fall asleep like that. Now, probably not a good thing. I probably shouldn't be bragging about that, but yeah, I can. It's kind of sad. Anyway, okay, let's start with Isabelle. We're going to do just quick intros with you and Isabelle, and we'll get this party started. Isabelle, take it away.
I'm Isabelle Fortin. I am a team leadership strategist, and I help team leaders and CEOs and all the C-suites to just tap into the unique abilities of each and every single members of their team, so they can get everyone their goals. Everyone. They can increase profitability, they can increase efficiency, and they can increase fun in the workplace, because that is not a taboo, not anymore. And that's what I do for a living.
There you go. That's amazing. Well, and you're amazing because you keep an eye on this guy, Mr. Mike Ashabraner. Tell us all about yourself. Oh, but you're muted. There you go.
Yep, like a Muppet. Hey, man, if I can do it, anybody can do it, right? Dadgum straight. So, Isabelle, yeah, thank you for all you do for the pack and everyone, all the people here. I am the proud and humble leader of the Hounds of Business community. Started on accident. didn't expect it. I didn't have any friends 2 years ago, and I just set out to do that. And then it just kind of snowballed right into a community of high-level, heart-centered professionals. And we do business in a fun way, an attraction-based way, based on reciprocity. We don't have to go out there and do all this dog and pony show. We can just bring value to the right people, push each other up, and lo and behold, they become fierce advocates, right? So that's our calling card. Anybody out there who just needs help, needs resources, needs a hand up, needs a push, hey, check us out, test drive us. If it's not for you, go find something else. I just want people to get unstuck, have courage before confidence. Russ, appreciate you being in the pack. Thanks for the opportunity to be here and sponsor you, man. You're a great guy.
Oh my goodness. I am so glad you're here, you and Isabelle. And, you guys do so much to lift others, because I'm a firm believer that we're better together and that we rise together. But it probably wouldn't be possible without the two of you. Obviously, you were muted, and Cyndal was not there to tell you to unmute. So we're going to bring Cyndal in next. There she is. Woohoo!
Oh,
They're wonderful.
that was funny. Hi, y'all.
You know what? It doesn't matter how long you do this, because the most experienced live streamers that I have on are always the ones that mute themselves, because they mute themselves and then they get put on and they get caught off guard and they forget to unmute. I've been there. I've done it. So, yeah, anyway, Cyndal, give us a little snapshot. Who is Cyndal and what are you up to?
Hey, y'all. I'm Cyndal. I do a little bit of catch-all everything. If it's techie, if it's design, I love it. I want it, and I want to make it better and easier for you. Someone nicknamed me Cyndal, get it done, because my last name is Dunn. You get it? Cyndal, get it done. I thought it was priceless. P.S. Thank you, Michael Carr. I love it. It's awesome. So what else? Yeah, that's basically it. If it's
Cool.
techie, if it's design, and you need help, hey guys, I'm here to help.
Well, what I love about that, Cyndal, get it done, is that I have a wonderful, amazing Ever who gets it done behind me because I wouldn't probably remember most of the things I do. My beautiful wife keeps an eye on me all the time that she's around, but she actually has to work. So then I have Ever keeping an eye on me throughout the day, make sure I'm behaving. So anyway, no, this is a just a classic example of great people coming together and making amazing things happen, each with their own specialty, each with their own, expertise. And of course, Mike's is just jumping on with his down home Deb Gummit. I think that's the favorite word I think that he uses that I love. So, hey, real
Yeah.
quickly before we bring on some other people, Mike, and then Isabelle, real quickly, you guys tell me, how long ago did you start the Hounds? And it is really, I think, kicked into overdrive here in the last year or so, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. Real quick, Russ. Great question, man. It's after COVID, right? I spent 2 years pitch slapping with a P, pitch slapping and spamming people, right? Because I didn't know any better. They told me I couldn't go out and play anymore, and they threw me into LinkedIn land and social media. And I was about 38 at the time, so I had no clue how to translate, building no like and trust and all of that stuff on social media. I hated it. I got tired of seeing vacations and all this stuff and people posting on other social media. So I did that, and then I met a guy. Long story short, it was like Wizard of Oz. He just taught me. He was an influencer, and he taught me how to do those things. And not only did he teach me how to do the technical aspects, he taught me. He helped me build confidence, my authenticity. He's the reason that I'm doing this, so he gets the credit or the blame, right? And yeah, instead of going out there and trying to figure out how to sell my business, I decided to go out there and, be a friend, bring value, help other people along the journey. I mean, I messed up a lot of stuff, right? I was a few steps ahead of them, Russ, and now I was reaching back to help them. And that vision of Redneck Camelot slowly started to churn. More people started seeing it, and today we're a professional community. We're attracting some of the best of the best. And here's what's fun: not only do we have some really major players, right, like you and other people, we had Bob out there, we got Peter George, we can go on and on. But here's what's fun: they reach back and they help out other folks who are behind that they don't like they did. Nobody was born with a silver spoon, not most of us. So that's where we're at today. So when people ask us, are you a friendship group or are you a business group? Yeah, we're both. And I know that's what makes us rare. And somehow we keep it going. So our friendships and our business, all boats rise is absolutely the case here. And it's profitable. We're the Hounds of Business. We're not the Hounds of just singing kumbaya. We like to do that, but we get things done, brother. And so I love the fact that all these people in the comments, people in the backstage, cannot wait to celebrate them. And they make this possible. I just put them in a group. They made this thing explosive and attractive.
Yeah, and you definitely get things DUNN for sure. And yeah, it's a wonderful thing because you bring this up. Are we a group of friends or are we a group of business people? Because without friends and connections and community, the rest doesn't happen. You got to build that know, like, and trust factor. I don't care what you call it, but you got to get to that point where people really love and trust each other and are willing to do that. When I started my business, people, the first thing they asked me was, after years of connecting, what can I do for you? I didn't even have to ask them because you build that community and they want to work with you. And I'll tell you one other quick thing, and Isabelle, I'm going to pop to you real quick. And that is, when I started my business at the beginning of COVID, the number one reason I did it is because I needed people. My wife, I exceeded the hug amount, I think, and because she said I have to do something else during the day. And the dog was tired of walking 15 times a day. And so, it was getting to the point where I had to find some other friends online. And so by doing all of this in community, it was amazing. And I think the Hounds coming from everywhere is a good testament to that, right, Isabelle?
Oh, absolutely. I joined the Hounds about a year ago now, and I was introduced to the Hounds by somebody that I had met through another community that wasn't, worth as much to me, at least not worth as much as the Hounds is. And it's just, she brought me in saying, hey, it's free and why not try it? And I found my pack. I really did. I found my tribe. And very, very quickly, I sent we were all on WhatsApp back then. I sent a quick WhatsApp to Mike and I said, hey, you have a Wednesday night live. How do I get my ass on your show? And I guess he appreciated my guts and said, hey, this is how you get on my show, by asking, by showing up, and by doing the thing. And it just, I was on his live, he came on mine, and the rest is history. Now he's like my brother in all really weird way, but this is real friendship. This is real friendship, and we don't have to have met in person for me to care about all these people, like on a deeply personal level. And I mean, I cannot say enough good things about Mike, about the Hounds, and about Cyndal right here, because she is amazing. And we both, Mike and I, were, tapping into everything that she could do before somebody gave her a job. And sure enough, she got one. And so happy and so proud of her for that, because she deserves it. She deserves to be seen. And that's what the Hounds is all about.
Yeah, no, that is so amazing. It's everybody doing their part and everybody coming together. We rise together and we're better together because we all have our piece of the puzzle, right? And it's finding those, and you got to have the master puzzler, which Mike would be, knowing where to fit those pieces. But then you got to have all those pieces that come in, right? And I understand this weird relationship thing between you and Mike, because he is like a brother from another mother for you. And and yet, you're kind of his mother too. So it is kind of all weird. But anyway, keeping him in line. That's what I mean. But anyway,
like very few can.
Very few. That's
only
true.
If you can. All right. Hey, I'm just going in order now, guys. So if you were here longer, hang tight, but you're going to get you all in quickly. Melissa, we're going to bring you in next. Here she is. Hello, Melissa. Woohoo.
Hi. You brought me in just as I was laughing about Isabelle being Mike's mother. So you caught me after I got off the floor.
Well, Melissa, listen, we're going to get everybody else in the room. Let's tell everybody a little bit. Who is Melissa Robinson Winemiller? I heard it the other day on another live stream. In fact, twice. It was wonderful. It gets better every time. So let's hear which one is here tonight.
You bet. Well, I am the empathy queen. That's what I do. That's who I am. And I'm not talking empathy like, okay, Cyndal, say it with me, like Care Bears and unicorns and fluffy stuff. I'm talking real. Yes, see, she gets it. I'm talking real, actionable, make a business case for it, empathy. The kind that breeds better innovation, higher productivity, and more profit. Who doesn't want more profit? And I come to it because I had been so mangled by some of the positions that I had taken and some of the business spots that I had been in. And I thought, if I can make the world a better place for a single person, then I am happy to take on that crown and be the empathy queen. So that's who I am, and that's what I do.
That is awesome. And you are definitely the empathy queen. Can attest to it. And I appreciate all that you do, all that you're about. You are an integral part of this puzzle. And next, Sussannah Dunn coming in the house. Here she is. Hey, Sussannah.
How's it going, Russ?
I am good. I'm good. Speaking of working together and collaborating, I think 3 or 4 books we've done together. I cannot tell you what an honor and a privilege and what a blessing to be with you and all the other amazing authors. Isabelle, Mike have been involved in that. Yeah. So amazing. I lose track of everybody. So everybody that's here, I think Melissa has been in one of them. I'm losing track. But anyway, the thing that I love is coming together with all of this wisdom. And I'm talking far beyond myself, because I have my piece, but everybody else, I read these books and I'm just like going, this is crazy good stuff, coming from people. And it's so much fun to be part of it. And so I'm just thankful, really thankful. Sussannah, give everybody a snapshot. Who is Sussannah and what are you up to?
So I am a speaker and author where my focus is on move beyond boxes and shine. I got tired of being told who I was, what I was supposed to do all my life. And my focus is on helping women to move from that point forward. I'm a business consultant with a focus on belonging in the work environment, because it really does have an impact on a company's bottom line when people feel like they belong there. And then as you just alluded to, I am now CJ and I, so my partner in crime, Constance Leland, and Level Up Academy, we're doing our second anthology right now. This one is what I'm leading the charge on, and it is Moving Beyond Boxes, The Journey to Self-Discovery. And Cyndal is in this one, actually. So it's like exciting with who we've got and the stories that we get, because the last one was Beyond Boundaries, Thriving in Life's Gray Zone. That's the one that you were in, and Mike and Isabelle. This is kind of like the prequel to that. And the fun part is we still are telling people that, you know, the door is still open if they can actually have something and be able to write it by the end of next week, basically. They just have to DM me, talk. What we look for is a story that fits what it means to have that spark, that ignition of it's time to move, and then taking the steps and moving beyond boxes.
Yeah, you know, I think the Beyond Boundaries book, was there 21 authors? Is that right?
We had 27 authors. We were number one bestseller in 5 different countries within hours of the rankings coming out.
Wow.
So it was an amazing book. And that's this one right here.
And you know what's cool about that? So the 2 people, Sussannah, that I know that have like no ceiling. I mean, you're doing crazy good things. There's everybody here is, but the 2 people that seem to have like no ceiling at all is CJ, Dr. Constance Leland, and Mike. They are like blasting off continually. And so I'm just trying to follow them, right? I'm trying to follow them because, and then with all of you adding so much value to me, it's amazing. And I just love that you're leading the charge on this next book. I had to bow out of this one because I did 4 in a row. I did one with the perspectives on cancer too, outside of this group. And I need to finish up my other book, kind of what you did about a year ago, Sussannah. I got to take a break and finish out my other book to get out this year. So anyway, it is so much fun. Okay, we're going to get Ollie in the room. Here he comes, Mr. Ollie Dierickx. How's it going?
Oh, fine. So community is able to say, okay, I stay up late. It's Europe time. It's 1:24, 5 minutes. And I'm here for a couple of minutes before I sleep because I honor my sleep. But community is to be there together. So I am a neuro language coach and I love to play with words. So I'm in the Hounds since already 9 months, and it became it's now an amazing baby, you know, with a lot of amazing people out there, and playing with words and connecting your heart with your brain when you are learning a language. Finding joy. And community is being able to hire your weaknesses, to not say how, but to say who can help me to achieve my goals. So community is really important. That's it. Any other question, Russ?
Yeah, well, first of all, you are like one of the most thumbs up, happiest, make faces person. I just should have got you on earlier just so we could see your faces while everybody else is talking. But just give me a quick 30-second. What are you doing for Ollie these days?
Me? What I am doing for Ollie?
Yes.
Well, I'm trying to nurture myself in nature, to extend my brain, to always find new research about also how to welcome people, because I'm part of the Welcome Wagon team in the Arms. And so I'm a human connector and I'm a human enthusiast. And right now I'm in Italy. I'm abroad for a couple of days for a conference that will be there from tomorrow and after tomorrow. So I'm happy to be there at any time for the Hounds, and also finding other communities. So human connector, language enthusiast, and also a nature lover.
Well, you know what? I'm just glad to have you here tonight, and you are such an encourager. And yes, thanks for the thumbs up. And we're going to get Dr. New in the room. She's the last one here tonight. There she is, the one, the only, the smiling Dr. New. Woo.
Hi,
And she's
Russ, and hi, everyone. And so glad I made it in one piece. It is literally storming all dark. You should see all of us, me and my two kids in raincoat. But we made it, and I'm so glad to be here with you, Russ. I see you, Mike, Cyndal, Izzy, Isabelle, for those who don't know, Melissa, Sussana Sis, and Ollie. What a wonderful, wonderful pack of the Hounds of Business here. Talk
it,
about to inspire. Russ is an amazing guy with this amazing community. So I'm grateful and honored to be here with you, Russ.
Thank you. Thank you. And this is an amazingly good representation of the kind of people that you find in the Hounds. And they're busy people. It's hard to get even a group of this size together because everybody's running 100 miles an hour. But Dr. New, tell us, who are you and what are you up to? Give you a couple minutes.
Who am I? I'm really, you know, of course, I'm a mother. Um, but really, I want people to know that, I'm here to spread love and kindness, right? And I guess like what Melissa said, I a lot of hounds are saying that I'm the queen of kindness, but really the essence of what I want to help people is that to prevent their own burnout, they have to lead with being authentically who they are and knowing their value and purpose and coming back with their purpose and really reignite that so that way they can shine and move beyond that boxes that what Sussana in this anthology but perfectly is that your voice matter and that you're valuable and you mean the world to us of having your presence. So know that don't ever give up on whatever your dreams are, right? And having a community like this can also support and uplift you in whichever ways, whenever you're ready, or even if you like to just take the back seat and just listen, right? You can join
Yeah.
the Hounds of Business and
Yeah.
and be inspired by Russ or by Mike or by Cyndal and by Izzy or by Melissa or Sussana or Ollie, and maybe you find out your gift, your zone of genius. Then you
Yeah.
shine so bright and you help others and really to serve others. So I believe that everyone is meant for a purpose here, and I believe in everyone deserve of greatness in their life, and that's
Right.
what we're here to help people shine and live a life with joy and love and prosperity with health, right?
Right.
Without health we cannot do anything.
Well, see, and this is what I love about you because not only are you bubbling with joy, and not only are you the most complimentary of people that I've ever known, but you are a good example talking about things that build community, love and kindness and collaboration and all these things that go together. Mike, I'm going to bounce back to you because, when you learned, I'm just like you. I had a mentor, D. Scott Smith, who's my co-host on the Experience Live with Russ and Scott, who really encouraged me and lifted me and pushed me and helped guide me to do things, even though they were within me and I was doing some of them. He brought so much more out of me, and we need that. And people in this group helps it to bring out of each other, right? We help each other to shine.
Oh, absolutely. And that's what I'd rather do. I mean, people wake up every day, and I'm not saying it's wrong, Russ. I mean, we do it. We have to. We're human. We wake up and worried about what I want, what I need to do, what I need to get, get the kids on the bus, right? Pay the electric bill. But when it comes to business and the things we can control, right? It's so much better to say, hey, how do I help Russ get what he wants? Because if I do everything I can to help Russ get what he wants, I'll probably get more than what I want. And it's so much more fun, so much more rewarding. And it just creates a joyful atmosphere, man, a joyful mindset. And then, and people say, well, what if is that kind of manipulate? No, it's not manipulating. We're creating an ecosystem. It's like playing ping pong. If I hit the ball to Russ and it bounces off his chest, well, I guess Russ doesn't want to play ping pong. I go hit the ball to 100 people. Isabelle hit the ball back, and then I hit it again, and there we go. We got this Olympic style ping pong game going on. So that's the power of mentorship, man, big time. That guy, he was a good guy. And I just took what he did for me and other people in my life, and I just did it for everybody else. People were struggling, I helped push them up. And in the early days, I didn't talk about money. I didn't talk about what my business was. And then when the market went down 6 months after loving on people, guess who they came to, Russ? I mean, it was a no-brainer, right?
Right.
So absolutely, focus on other people. I love pushing these people up, and guess what they do? Like you're doing now. You're pushing all of us up, and we're probably going to go out there and shout you from the rooftops because that's who we are, man. And I love this.
Right.
This reciprocity.
Well, I love that reciprocity. Great term, because it's really when you care about other people and they care about you. Really, the sky's the limit, because everybody is so invested in each other and helping each other succeed. When I reach out to help you and Isabelle succeed, I am, like you said, lifting myself up. We rise together. I am a firm believer that tearing other people down and trying to be this competitive ogre is not going to get you anywhere, but a lot of heartache and pain and suffering, really. And Isabelle, I think that, this whole group, we talk about blessing each other and caring. And I love the quote. John Maxwell says, I use this all the time because I love it so much. People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. There's not a bunch of know-it-alls in this group. It's a bunch of caring people that are working together to rise.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's always about, what can I do for you? How can I promote you? Who can I introduce you to? How can I support you? When, like, I literally 15 minutes before we logged on, I DM'd Cyndal, I DM'd Melissa, hey, don't forget, we're going live. And it's like, oh yeah, thanks for reminding. That's what we do. I didn't do this because it's bringing me joy because I love them truly. But I mean, it's not helping my business to have them on the show. It's for them. It's so they can, share the spotlight and have the opportunity to talk about themselves and talk about what they do and how they can help other people. So, we're not pretending money doesn't exist. Of course, I have to pay the mortgage too. But if I can do it in a better way and I can bring people with me, well, why would I do it any other way? Like, it makes no sense to me. So that's what the Hounds is all about to me.
Yeah, no, I agree with you 100%. It is what we're all about. And we had one more Hound join us. See if we can squeeze her in the room. Here we go. Whoop, there she is. All right. And you know what? Earth Mama, you're going to have to help me out here because I'm so sorry. Jackie, I am so sorry. My brain was going south, Jackie. I'm so sorry. Okay. How you doing? Can you hear us?
Fantastic. Thanks. It's nice to be here. I'm so sorry I'm late today.
No problem. No problem at all. Hey, I'm so glad you're here. Give everybody a little snippet. Who is Jackie and what are you up to?
I am Jackie Olmstead, of course. And I help moms with helping to discover their divinity by polarity therapy and also artwork. And I do a lot of things, but I'm a polarity therapist and I do Reiki as well. I'm an artist. That's kind of like my soul thing. And I really love to help moms to discover their talent with their art and finding their feelings by way of their art.
Sure. And how shocking that you would be in the Hounds and be somebody who likes to help other people. And how long have you been a member of the Hounds?
I think it's only, is it 2 weeks?
2 weeks, yeah. You just came in.
Pretty new.
Hey, I'm telling you, join the new club. I'm with you. There we go. So,
but it's right in.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Jackie, I think this is how I felt. You see all the things they're doing. I saw Mike and Isabelle and the whole group doing these amazing things and moving and going a direction I wanted to go. And I'm like, I need to be on this train, right? I need to be part of this group. Is that how you felt?
Exactly. I've known a few of you for months, actually, and I've been following a lot of you. And when I heard about the group, I thought, let's check it out. And I haven't looked back ever since, certainly. And I love being a member of this community. The app behind the scenes that you use to communicate to everybody is so fantastic and is streamlined to help me find the things that I need to find in order to keep connected, and also to share with you what we're doing. I love to hear posts that you're posting that maybe didn't come across my feed. And so that's great, because then I can click to join in. I can easily share with everybody that I know who's not in the group, hey, please join us here and enjoy the things that everyone else is sharing with the world, and all of their skills and talents. And so come on in, you guys, come see and support. I support anyway. I've been supporting you anyway. And so to be a member
Why
of
not
the
be
group is
part?
perfect. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I said you've already been supporting everybody. Why not become part of it, right? And that is so important. It's like a family. It really is. And this whole layout kind of reminds me of the Brady Bunch, but that's a whole nother story. Okay. Anyway, I don't know, Mike, are you Greg or are you Peter? I'm not sure. But anyway, okay. Cyndal, we're gonna bring Cyndal in while she's laughing her head off. And I think this whole thing of, so Jackie just said it really nicely, supporting people and helping them is great. But when you really want to be in a movement, something that's really happening and make amazing things happen, you've got to actually join in and take direct action with the group, right? And that's when we become a member and do all that. So Cyndal, when did you jump in?
I jumped in probably around December, but I had to pull back because I had some stuff going on. But when was it? Like right when spring hit, I was like, hey, I'm bored. I want to do stuff. What do you need help with? What can I support you? How can I support you? What do you need me to do? I want to be more involved. How can I be more involved? Let me do this, that, and the other. This is what I can do. I want to help. Let me help. And it was pretty much just here, take it. Take all of it. Have fun. No, I'm kidding. It wasn't a buy.
It was pretty close to that. Mike said, here, I need a lot of help. Here it is. So, but that's okay, because we all need help, right? Sussannah, I tell you, when it came to these books or projects or whatever, you're always quick to jump in and help. And I know you found such amazing community, not just in the Hounds, but even outside of it. There actually is some good community outside the Hounds. Very little, but there is some.
There are. I'm trying to find them.
Yeah.
Trying to work with them.
Go ahead, Sussannah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, there's different communities out and about and all over the place. And actually I kind of was in the middle of connecting the Hounds with another group about the time that I ended up getting into the Hounds, because someone had a show and it was focused on hotness on leashers. And so at that time, the people that I added were all Hounds, and CJ was basically the first one of that group I put in. And then the two of us have just, you want to talk at other groups as well, it's Level Up Academy and everything that is happening with that to level people up. So you've got Level Up Academy, you've got the Hounds, and the whole, what everybody wants to do is lift everybody else up together.
Right.
Yeah, I'm a firm believer in that, and there are a lot of. I was joking around about the Hounds being the only, but there are so many great groups out there. There are so many great, and I've jumped on a few. Like, for example, by the way, you're all invited tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. There's a group called the Global Tea Break. My good friend D. Scott Smith here in Oregon, and my good friend Alan Hennessy in Dublin, Ireland. They decided they needed a tea break. And this happened like 2 months before COVID started. They started this up, and I was in on the second meeting. That's where I learned how to use Zoom. And it's a great group, once a month, third Friday of the month. So tomorrow's the day. All you got to do, everybody, is go to globalteabreak.com to be part of that. Again, it's not a group that costs you money. It's a group of amazing people that are doing things. It's not exclusive. but it's a group that supports people like the Hounds. It's a group that supports people around the world. And that's where I think amazing groups, Melissa, support each other. They help each other, not just people, but these great groups making things happen support each other, right?
Absolutely. In fact, earlier this week, I actually reached out to Mike after this happened. I went to check out a different group, and it's not that they were good or bad. They weren't, I would say they were probably pretty average to a lot of the business networking groups that I've been involved with. But as I'm sitting there and I'm listening, and there was just a lot of the chest beating and I felt like I was being elbowed. And again, I'm not saying this with judgment in any way at all. This has been my experience. And to understand that with the Hounds, that these people are heart-centered to the point of being heart-forward and about business. And it's that heart piece that seems to be missing in so many of these other groups that I've been involved in. And again, it's neither good nor bad. It just is. And I feel like this is where I fit. And it actually blew me away so much. I was like, Mike, you're not going to believe it. I swear I wasn't cheating on you. I just wanted to check it out. But
that was so good. Yeah. Well, the thing is too, is that I think when people start looking at it, and I know you're joking, but people do. I mean, why are you involved in this group? Why are you involved in that group? What are you, why aren't you just exclusively? Well, if we want to become better as the Hounds, for example, we want great influences all around us, right? We want great influences that are going to help all of us get better too, because we do rise together even outside of the Hounds. The Hounds just happens to be an amazing group working together. And there is a lot to be said of that. My good friend and co-host, I've alluded to a couple times now, D. Scott Smith, he always says, Russ, when you do something, the Hounds show up. The Hounds show up. They do. They show up and they support. And that is so amazing to me because it is really a heart-centered group. It is a group that really cares. And New, we're going to go to you next because speaking of caring people, you are way high on the top of my list.
Well, thank you for your kindness and your kind words, Russ.
So true, though. The importance of talk to us a little bit about that. The importance of the heart-centered piece. The importance of really caring.
So, for, in business and in community, if we serve with our hearts, we also want to get to know the individual or the business, right? The pain points or whatever that we're trying to solve and be the solution. But if we're not serving with a loving and kind, because in everything that I do, I see that it starts with us, right? We cannot expect others to change if we're not willing to be the change and really, let's say, roll up the sleeve and do any. If you talk about if you are coming from a CEO or leader skill and you're like, oh, I'm not gonna clean the restroom or whatever that is, right? Or mop the floor, let's say. But heart center meaning you take action. How do you serve with a heart that you don't take your title? It does not matter about the title. Title, entitlement, or whatever it is, you have to throw it out, right? Because we're all the same. And that's for me, I think heart center leads is taking action. It's not just by words. It's how do we lead from the heart transpire into action. And what that action would do, it would transform lives. Transformation of lives that they know that not only they have hope, that they can do anything they want to be, they can be motivated, inspired, right? Every day to get up and say, how can I serve? How can I make even bigger impact, right? And the impact here, when you make that about the people, the money follows, right? But sometimes other business strategy, they talk about tactics, about numbers first, right? They don't talk about the people. But if you put people first, you will win because you care, you truly care, not on the surface and not being fluffy, right? That to me is heart center. You mean it. You mean every word you say and you take action and you follow through and you make it happen. And that is how you serve your community. And with business, that will be a business success because you're serving to solve a solution for your community.
Right.
And you putting out there, and that to me is you treat one another like family. And family is you go above beyond, right? You're not just
Right.
gonna stop because it didn't work. You're gonna try another way. You're gonna be innovative and you're gonna try different things. That
Yeah.
is what makes us special.
Yeah, I think family first, y'all yell at each other and then y'all love each other and make things
Yeah.
happen. Okay. So anyway, anybody been part of a big family? Okay, Ollie, you're next. So tell us more about this heart-centered concept, because I know you're a very heart-centered guy. And, I think all that you're doing is supporting and just loving everybody. Take it away.
Well, it's about embarking the heart with the brain, and it's fantastic. It's really amazing to have a community, and it's not I or me, it's I or Russ. I or Russ. It's my pun for you, Mr. Russ. I or Russ. And I cannot elevate myself without elevating others. So it's what I like also is that it's not only the community of business. I have a couple of people or even more that are checking in at me sometimes, and it really warmed my heart that I find a community that is genuinely checking in about me and not, oh, how's your business, blah, 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 but how are you doing, brother? So that's really important. And that's why I am and I will always stay at the house because it's not only you never know who's behind the daily life. You see Instagram, you see a lot of things, yeah, success, but you never see the backstage, and that's why having a true community is really important. So with that, my friend, I'm going to sleep right now, so bye.
Thank you,
Love
Ollie.
you,
Thanks for
Thank you,
being
Ollie.
Ollie.
here. You're a blessing.
We
I
love
couldn't have said it better.
you.
See
Love you,
ya.
brother.
See ya. All right. Well, listen, I'm going to bring you in again, Jackie, last on this whole subject of heart center and caring, and like a family together, being one of the newest members here of the Hounds, and get your final comments.
My final comments, wow, I could say this is just an amazing beginning for me, certainly. And I can't wait to get to know more of you better and continue supporting this community for sure. And you all are all inspiring me, seriously, to do so much. And so I'm just so excited to be here. So thank you all for welcoming me in so warmly. Thank you.
Well, thank you. Thank you. Appreciate you so much. Okay. So, everybody, we're going to do one more round, and everybody gets 2 minutes. And in those 2 minutes, I need you to give your gold nugget of today's conversation and how to get in touch with you. You can take less than 2 minutes if you want, but somewhere in there, just a short out and let everybody know, what you really got from this conversation, and then how they get in touch with you so people can reach out to all the Hounds. We're going to start with you, Mike. Go for it.
Yeah, man, I'm speechless. What can I add to that? It's it's just here's the short version. I- if we are attracting and retaining people like this, then we're on the right track. Right? No amount of crap, no amount of challenge, all of that's worth it. I mean, we're having people's lives change, man, not just business growth. We're having people help each other on a personal level. And that, like Dr. New and everyone said, man, that goes higher. So let me close on this. Well, at least close myself on this one. We don't see a separation between our business and ourselves. Seriously, I'm the same guy at the gas station, $1 million deals. I'm who I am. It's an extension of who we are. Our business is an extension of who we are in this capitalist society. So, you ever heard the old saying, "Oh, it's not personal, it's just business"? Oh my God, nothing could be farther from the pack principles than that. It is absolutely personal. I wrote a book with not just somebody. I wrote in a chapter with people that I love, admire, adore, that have my back, with Sussana, with CJ, people who throw the kitchen sink at me, right? This is what it's about. And so that's the only thing I'm going to say is that, it may be corny, all right? It may be whatever, but I'm not concerned about that. I'm trying to attract like a bug zapper, people who are like us, who are out there wandering like little stray hounds. We're just out there putting our bat symbol up there and say, hey, come check us out, test us. And we're not a cult. We're not a prison. We don't lock the door from the outside, dadgummit. But test drive us. Hopefully you test drive cars before you buy them. Hopefully you date before you get married, right? Hopefully you try on clothes before you buy them. Same thing. And last thing, I will walk you over to another community if you don't fit in here, or if you want to be in a couple of them. I mean, honestly, we play nice with people who share our values, and we don't worry about outcomes. We just put our foot forward. You guys make this special. Russ, cannot thank you enough. You're a stand-up guy. You practice what you preach. And man, there's nobody I would go to first besides you, man. So I appreciate you guys, Isabelle, Christine, CJ, the leadership of the Hounds, amazing folks. And real quick, Jackie Olmstead, she has proved. I tell everybody in the group calls that seniority doesn't matter to me, and she's proof positive. She came in 3 days and just started love bombing everybody and helping everybody. She gets on the Mother's Day show. You know, that's it. You what you put in, you get back more. All right, I'm done now. Put a cork in me, Russ.
And people get in touch with you how?
Well, carrier pigeon if you're in the South, but otherwise LinkedIn, Mike Ashabraner, or Hounds of Business on YouTube. And I have a website that I need to update 50 years ago, redneckfinancialcoach.com. Yeah, just send me a DM. Let's have a conversation. We got a group call. We got a massive publicity hub, media network. We just want to help you out. All right. We just want to be around more good people.
That's so awesome. You're amazing. And by the way, everybody, all of this information, connection information is clickable. You can click on the comments, you can click in the show notes. And Isabelle, you're up next.
Oh, what was the original question?
You lost
Mike,
track.
you know, he gets rambling and I miss the train.
It's all good. So your gold nugget, and then how people get in touch with you.
How do people get in touch with me? Izzy at izzyfortin.com is the best way. And on LinkedIn, my name is Isabelle Fortin. And my golden nugget about the Hounds is amateurs do things alone and professionals do it in teams. So, you know, check us out. Come see us. If we're your cup of tea, then that's great. And if we're not, that's okay too. We're going to do our thing. We're going to support. We're going to love on each other. And we're going to bring more people in. And we strapped Mike on the rocket and we are shooting for Mars because the moon ain't far enough.
I love that. I love that.
That's it.
All right. That
Hallmark
is so
card.
good. Yeah. All right. All righty here. Okay. So Cyndal, you're next.
I don't think I can follow up after these two. I mean, that was pretty fantastic. The only thing I actually have is if you think that you're not good enough to come out to the Hounds and be like, hey, I want to be a Hound, think again. Come find one of us. Come find somebody. You're good enough. You're worth it. You are going to be fantastic in this crowd. You want to get a hold of me? I'm on LinkedIn way too much. And and also cyndal.dunn@outlook.com. So come find me. Oh, look at that. Oh, man, you are good.
There you go. And you can get it done with Cyndal Dunn. There you go. All right. I'm going to use that one over and over and over. Okay. All right. Melissa, we're going to put you up next. Go for it.
You know, as far as golden nuggets, there just isn't another group like this, you know, because these people not only have the warm heart and are heart forward, but they're serious business people. So it's not just fluff. It's real. One of the things that I teach, because I'm very much about integrating empathy into business, is to always keep a cool head and a warm heart. And that's very much what this group is. These are serious business people that are serious about business, but understand that business is built with people and people helping people. So, you know, there's a lot of groups out there, but I've never seen any of them mix those two things so completely. And big kudos to Mike and his team and everybody that makes this group what it is, because we really do all rise together. And this group does that.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. And people get in touch with you?
You can catch me on LinkedIn. I'm on Instagram, and I have a YouTube channel that I would love more subscribers for, called The Empathic Leader. And I have a book that's dropping in September, and I will have a landing page starting next week for pre-orders. Just saying. I'll put it out there.
There you go. There you go. All right, Melissa, I got to make sure. What's your YouTube page?
The Empathic Leader.
The Empathic Leader.
Mhm.
I'm going to make sure that I am subscribed if I'm not already. So, okay, perfect. All right. Next we have, let's see here if I can actually manipulate my screen so I can see everybody. We're going to get Sussannah in there next. Come on in, Sussannah. Let us know your gold nugget and how to get in touch with you. You're, there you go. You're muted too. But you looked very passionate about what you were saying.
No, it's a case where, I mean, CJ and I will say this all the time, and it fits everything that we've talked about here. Collaboration over competition. Because the only way to really get successful is that collaboration. It's working together and having opportunities together. When all people care about is competition, then there's walls are thrown up all over the place, and it's hard to, in many ways, it's hard to get anything done. When you collaborate, the walls are down, and it creates a sense of belonging as well. The way to get a hold of me, I've got a YouTube channel, which is Sussannah-Dawn. I have a website, which is SussannahDawnWriter, all one word, .com. And I'm probably the only Sussannah Dawn on LinkedIn. And you can find me pretty much in those three places.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, again, we have that information up so everybody can connect with you both in the comments and the show notes. And Dr. New is out, but she is back. New, we're going to bring you up next.
Just in time.
Thank you. I was like, well, if I try, if it will come, it meant to be. But, being persistent, and thank you for having me and all the hounds here with you tonight, Russ. And it's really my honor. I appreciate you and everyone who's watching us live and the replay. When you lead with love and kindness and empathy and having compassionate and being mindful how our values and our purpose, and then in our business, how do we incorporate that and serve to make a better impact in our community, right? And with that, every small ripple effects that you transpire, that positivity, that loving kindness, and putting yourself in another person's shoes, you will see transformation. You will see that in every interaction that you show, being authentically who you are, you care, you genuinely have a desire to make a difference, of making a positive difference in this world. Know that you matters, right? Know that we're all part of this interconnectedness, no matter what walks of life. And so we have to treat each other with respect and dignity and loving kindness and compassionate, and the rest will flow. And you're not going to be able to hit that. You're not going to hit that burnout because you work and you do things at ease, because it starts within us. We have to know who we are so we can serve and really shine the lights out.
Yeah, that's perfect. Perfect. How people get in touch with you?
And so for people who like to, reach out to me, I'm always on LinkedIn or on knhealthconsulting.com. I'm part of not only the Hounds of Business, the Level Up Academy. I think I'm almost everywhere.
You are.
And how can I serve more, right? I need to clone myself, but really, and if you can't reach me, you know where to get Russ, right? Or Mike, or all these amazing souls right here.
That's right.
So be in a community that uplifts you. So.
Yep. We'll get to New for you if you can't get to her. So, all right, Jackie, we're going to let you wrap it up tonight. I think we are, at least. There we go. Okay. Woohoo. I know I can do that.
Wow. There's so much goodness in all of this whole show. I'm all the things that I've been hearing it's all accurate as to also part of my mission as well. One of my favorite quotes is "Know thyself," And I think that's the core to not only having a really excellent business and certainly what I'm helping moms to do, and also men as well. It's not just moms, but focus on helping moms to know themselves better. And there's a lot of different ways of doing that. So really, this group has been really laser targeted as to also focusing on what I need, what I also can give, and helping me stay focused on how I can best serve, and letting other things fall away. So the best way to contact me is really, I'm on a lot of different social media platforms. I certainly am on LinkedIn, and I'm on YouTube, but I don't post a whole lot lately. But I have an Earth Mamas channel on YouTube. Also, I am occasionally on TikTok. I'm an Alignable. I've been actually meeting a lot of amazing people on Alignable and bringing them to us. And certainly Facebook and other platforms, but those are my Instagram, definitely Instagram, wonderful for the visual part of my business. So it's a great group. Thank you so much for having me.
You bet. Thanks so much for being here, and all of you, I want to thank you. I'm going to send most of you to the green room, but hang on to Mike and Isabelle for just 1 second. But I just want to tell all of you how much I appreciate you, that you all are an important part of my life and my story and everything that I'm doing, no matter how new of friends we are. New, no pun intended. You all matter, make a difference. So anyway, you guys hang tight. I'm going to say goodbye to you. Thanks for being here. Mike and Isabelle, hang on just a second as I send everybody out here. All right. There we are. We're huge now. Oh my goodness. What are we going to do? There we go. We're going to get everybody back to this side. No, we're going to get everybody back to this side. There we go.
You trying to zoom up on my tears, man? Is that what you're doing?
I know. I'm thinking, what
Why are you
button am I
crying,
gonna
baby?
push? Hey, I just want to
Man.
thank you both for really being leaders in this community, and appreciate you both. All of the information for the Hounds not only is all over my social media, everybody's social media here that shared this, but it will be sitting there, and so many ads have gone out, and we'll have a little follow-up ad as well, post that really encourages people to be part of amazing groups like the Hounds, because community is where it's at. Community is where business comes together and happens, but it's mostly where we make friends and we're able to do life together, which I think is so important. So you guys have any last words? Mike, we'll start with you.
Oh yeah, absolutely. The things that you've done for me personally, Russ, is mind blowing. I mean, honestly, we could be competing in a couple areas, and here you are sitting there like the opposing team at the Super Bowl going, here's my playbook, buddy. It's absolutely brilliant. And again, we gotta be careful out there. Not everybody shares our values in the world, right? Not everybody's up to good, but there are so many who are, right? And that's what this is about, right? Not perfect people, but people who strive to help and do right. So, I mean, again, Russ, there you go. Right. When I have an opportunity, I'm bringing you on board. Right. This is what it's about. So I just can't thank you enough. That's all I'm going to say, man. I'm choked up. I live a dream. I mean, I spent years getting told no and couldn't figure things out. And it's such an honor and honestly unbelievable to be surrounded and hear the feedback and the just a little bit of what happens on a daily basis. And it's not me. I just put people in a group. I can sniff them out. They're the ones that made this amazing. They have changed my life from the inside out, and can't thank you, and I can't thank Isabelle and the leadership and all the amazing people in here. Gosh, I'm humbled. I don't even know what to say. So take it away. Kick
All
me off
right.
the screen.
We'll let Isabelle take it. Go for it.
Well, I know he's humble, but I've said this in private and I've said this in public, and I'm going to say it again so that he hears me. The Hounds is you, Mike. It's all you. It's your vision. It's your heart. It's the way that you show up in the world. You created all of this. And of course we participate and we help. And I'm really happy and I'm very proud and I feel privileged to be alongside you and to continue to support you in your vision because it is aligned with mine. Of course, I'm not stupid. Well, a little bit silly, but not stupid. But it's your vision. You created this. So this is a reflection of who you are and how big your heart is. And once in a while, I think that we should remind you of that because you created this. And Russ, thank you so much for shining your extremely bright light on this wonderful guy and on this absolutely phenomenal group of people that I adore. So thank you. That's
You're
it.
welcome. Thank you both. And, it is my honor and I am blessed. I love what I do. I love what the community that I get to be part of, I take very little credit. God has done so much in my life to get me around the right people. I step forward and do my part. And I'm just thankful for all of you and thankful for everybody who was here. So with you two on, we're just going to say, you know what? We're here every Thursday, 4 p.m. on Russ Reels Live. It's an amazing time when we talk about a topic with an amazing panel like this one who has so much value to add. And I want to tell you all to be thankful for your life, look for the blessings in your life because you know what? They're right around the corner. Thankful you're here. And until we see you next week at Thursday, 4 p.m., have a great day and a great life. Wave goodbye, you guys. See ya.